I just wanted to make a quick video about Sanctum Ophidia. As you know, down there's the entrance and there's some red light and we need to, no, but actually real talk, Ozara, the boss fight. It's the third boss in Sanctum Ophidia, in Veteran Sanctum Ophidia. So far we had some troubles. I wanted to make a clear and short video about what's actually happening in the fight, what to do and when to do. And yeah, just if you wonder, not sure if you can see the number in the left top, it shows the frame rate for the recording. It's about 56 frame rates and I play on ultra if you were wondering. Now here you see one switch, there you see one switch, here we killed the ads and here's the entrance to Ozara, just that you know where we are. Now everyone waits out there, tank runs in, taunts Ozara, runs out again, and the whole boss will reset, the ads will reset, and we can position ourselves in there. As for that, let's instantly get to it. I tried to make this quick, I just made a video with 18 minutes, that's way too much. And yes, my buff is running out, thank you. Anyways, as for that, let's head right to it. I will short tell positions of everyone and quick important stuff to use, and then I will make a short fight simulation that you know in what timing, what things you do and what you don't do. So as for that, position of the off tank will be like here at the beginning when everyone is in position. As off tank, taunt the troll, taunt here the war priest or what it's called, to hit one hand and shield, because else it will run to the crew, most likely to a heal due to healing aggro. So yep, you taunt troll, war priest, archer, and then you go somewhat here. The idea of this is that the troll will be out of line of sight, so the troll moves there, which is in first a problem, because that means more often he will spread poison on the group. On the other side, if you do this properly and step by step, go here, taunt the archer, war priest, troll again, and from time to time the troll will come closer and closer to here. If you do it properly and the fight goes quick and the troll moves quick, you can align the troll and the war priest and the archer all here somewhat on one spot. You can stand in the middle, then you have one here, and one here. You can just taunt, taunt, taunt. You gotta have self-sustain. As ultimate you most likely use magma shell or some shit. You're not gonna use warhorn obviously since you're far away. That's what the off tank does, the whole fight. At beginning here, taunt, 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 and then you run here and just try to get those 3 ads somewhat here. You need to stay out of range of Ozara, else you get hit by those blue spears that stun you to the ground. So if you're here, you will never be in need of being freed. I myself did so and it worked. I never got pinned by it. As for that, quickly moving on, main tank. Main tank at the beginning of the fight taunting, boss walking here. The overcharger will be here. That means the boss has to be here. The butts of them need to touch each other. As for the position of the main tank, once you taunted, you run over here, bring the boss here. When the boss is here, you go over here. During the whole fight, you hold block, resources you get with potions, and using your warhorn. You are the first warhorn in the rotation as main tank, just saying. Sometimes the boss knocks you back. First of all, you can use this torch, you can abuse it. The boss can knock you back against the torch and you will not get thrown way further if you stand like this. That means the boss is still here, overcharger here, and you are here. Perfect. So if you get knocked back with luck only against the torch, and you can just walk a meter front. If you get knocked back a bit further as main tank, you just, when you got knocked back, you can do a heavy attack to get resources quick, and meanwhile you walk here, that boss gets back to position. When the boss is again on the right position here, right beside the overcharge spot, then you just go back to your spot. For you as main tank, it's just about keeping Ozara on this position. If you get knocked back, you somehow need to walk like this to get her to walk there again. Once she is on her spot, you always go back to your position to tank you. And you stay here, boss is facing this direction. That's about it. Remember Warhorn number 1 and call out in TeamSpeak. Say main tank Warhorn or Warhorn number 1, whatever you wanna call it. Quickly moving on, now we have the tanks assigned, they know their stuff, they know their positions, they know what stuff to use, perfect. Now the first healer would be standing somewhat alike here. Healer using the standard spells, Combat Prayer, Healing Springs, if needed, Breath of Life. Main objective keeping the main tank and the group alive. How you do it, it's your thing, you know your stuff, so do it. As for the next one, the second heal gonna be somewhat alike here, like, you know, where these plans start being here. I think that's a good spot. Then you can heal the group, can throw shards to the off tank and heal the off tank with Breath of Life, and that's what you do. The usual healing stuff with both heals can use Rune Focus and Ritual of Retribution and whatever you else use, but important keeping group alive for both. This heal for off tank, resources and healing personally. This heal over here, healing the main tank and the group. However we call it, heal 1, heal 2, in the trial we will see, not of much matter, you know your stuff, that's about it. So, then to the DD, let's make this quick. The idea is that you have 5 DDs, 5 range DDs, or depending on the group 4. 1 DD here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 between the main tank and between the other healer. So the idea of this is, let's say you get the poison. If I, damage dealer number 1, have the poison around me, which symbolizes that red stuff under me, the damage dealer number 2 over here has the poison as well, and those outer circles, the edges of both AoE should touch each other and not overlap. That means if you are having the poison and the other one besides you, just need to make the lines of both AoE cross each other. Then you know your perfect distance kind of, because that way you don't get hit by the blue shard. If let's say damage dealer number 2 gets hit by the blue shard and pinned to the ground, if I would just stand here instantly besides him right there, I would get the damage of the shard as well. I would not get knocked down, but I would as well get the damage. And if you both have poison, that's some extra damage. If someone has the overcharging, that's some extra damage and at least 2 dead people. So yes, make sure you have this positioning with that the poison is not stacking on each other, that it's just not even overlapping, it just touch each other. So you know your positioning. It doesn't matter if in the end I stay here or here, it's just that I stay that far away of people. Now here for the inner row, this would be 3, or depending on a group with melees, 4 DD. 1 would be here, so that you can hit Ozara and Overcharger. The next one here, the next one here. And now it's tricky because of the tank, like, you have to find your right spot during the fight. I can't tell you that the circle will now be this big, or if the circle will be like super close. We have to see during the fight, but if the tank is here, you can imagine that it would be somewhat like this. 1 row of DDs, 5 DDs here, and the inner row has 3 DDs. So that makes 8 people, plus main tank, 9, healer here, 10, healer there, 11, and the off tank, 12 people, as you can count. As for the Warhorn rotation, I didn't keep going. Main tank, Warhorn 1, this heal, Warhorn 2, this heal, Warhorn 3. If it gets messed up during the fight, just do it different. Else, for the damage dealers, only AoE what you can and then nuke the Overcharger. When the Overcharger is back, go for Ozara, the main boss. Do not attack any other ad. If they die in AoE, can happen, but you always just focus Overcharger as first, main priority. If there's an Overcharger, you nuke this bastard down until, you know, like stab him till it bleeds, kind of. He should be dead before, I don't know, 15 seconds, let's give it a number, even that would be much of time wasted. So Overcharger instant, priority number 1. When he's dead, Ozara. That over and over until it's dead, both. In the end, I do not remember in Sanctum Ophidia Veteran when you kill Ozara if all ads despawn or if you in Veteran have to kill them actually. I think they despawn, but just to be sure, if we kill Ozara and there are still ads, you keep on fighting, you don't stop healing, you don't stop the damage on the ads, even if Ozara dies. Just imagine the fight is not over. Because if we kill Ozara but the ads kill us, I don't know what happens then, you know? Like, that would be very bad timing. Anyways, that's it for now. That's the main theories, main tactics, main stuff with positioning. Now you know what's happening, now you know what's going on. In future we can try something like having the off tank, tanking the troll and bringing him somewhat here. So he's out of line of sight from the group, and then you can just tank the archer and the war priest and stay here that they align here, and then you have troll and the other two here, and then you're gonna be pretty fine, happy puppy, and can tank them here maybe, so the group doesn't even get the poison, you know, because out of line of sight of the troll. Things like that we have to test, we have to try. In general, most important, free people out of blue shards and rest people instantly. That's the main priority of every DD. Healers cannot free people, healers cannot rest people. It's all the DD's work. As for the DDs, whoever can, whoever is close, I'm not gonna assign a, hey, you're gonna be the guy to free people. Every single one of you, no matter how much DPS you do in that moment, you need to free everyone besides you. Even if you see, my god, the main tank is pinned and you stand over here, just quickly run to him and free him. If you don't do it, no one else will do it. Anyways, thanks for listening. Shit ton of talking, stuff we already know, but it's important that we hear it again and that we know it, because I actually want to finish this trial for once, just that we have it done as guild. Because I know I can finish it, you know you maybe can finish it, so let's just finish it together. Anyways, thanks for watching, have a nice day, bye bye.